right, the fourth day here, and we're gonna make this kaleidoscopes, right? Here's the little kaleidoscope with the 3 mirrors. You look through the mirrors, and then there's all kinds of different ways to view. Right now I've got this little spinning disc up there, and you look through, and it is amazing. You can see all these different patterns changing as I spin the disc. And then one by one you can change them out. This is a little tube full of water with glitter in there. And then there's a little clip on the side, and you can look through there, and then you turn it around and all the glitter goes past, and all the little glittery lights come back and forth, going back through there, and it looks like the whole thing is turning around. It's amazing. And there's this other little glitter thing that's got glitter on just on a stick, just glued on a stick. And you look at that and you turn it the other way. You turn it this way, and you get another design. And then there's also a marble. You could put the marble right up in the base of the triangles, and you can move it around like this and see amazing patterns. But you don't have to use any of those things. You can just you can just look around. You can see the whole world kaleidoscoped. And have the kids spend some time and actually look on there. What do they see? There's a triangle in the very center that's out through the mirrors where you're not looking at any reflection. And everything else is a reflection. And it's one reflection, and then starts reflections of the reflections, and it's around and around, and it goes out all the way to the edge. It's pretty amazing. So then you can look at the designs you made the first day and see how they look. You can make more designs on the paper. You can draw pictures, draw flowers or whatever, and look at that, and you can kaleidoscope it. You can also look at your finger. Pretty cool, just your finger or 2 fingers. Then you can look at somebody's face. If you get close, look at somebody's face. Don't stab them with the stick, but you can look at somebody's eye or somebody's nose through the kaleidoscope. Okay, so let me show you how to build it. In the bag number 4, you get a bunch of stuff and 3 mirrors. With the mirrors, as usual, you take off the pieces of plastic on the front. Now you want to turn them over on the back and put a couple of pieces of tape on, and line them all up the best you can. And then don't have them all the way together. They're not jammed together. They're a little bit off. And you never know how it's going to turn out, so you just put like two pieces of tape on and then try to fold them. And see, those were too close together, so I have to take one off and put it a little further apart. And then you just basically you jam them so that the corners are together on all 3 sides. So you get another piece of tape that's going to hold it together on the far side. I'll get that piece of tape. I got like 2 or 3 pieces of tape here. And it doesn't have to be elegant. It just has to stick together so that it's an equilateral triangle. So it comes together more or less evenly at the edges. So as usual, it's a challenge for their motor skills, and some kids will need more help than the others. But pretty soon it's coming pretty solid, and then you can start wrapping around. Just give each group or each table a bunch of tape, and they can do it however it works best for them. And there it is. I mean, that's the kaleidoscope right there. You don't really need anything more than that. You can start playing with it already. You look around, look at things, put your finger in there, check out whatever you want. But the other stuff is interesting too. So then you can put this other block on here. You can either tape it or glue it. I'm going to glue it because I got my hot glue gun here. Glue it right up to the edge, right there on the edge. See how it's flush to the edge? And then the younger kits have got the binder clip already glued on there. All right, so the older kids are going to have to glue that on, which is a nice little exercise. You open it up first, make sure they know how to do that, and then you put it on so that when you stick something through there, it comes up right in the opening of the kaleidoscope. All right, so that's how it's going to be. Also flush with the edge like that. All right, so then you put a whole bunch of glue on there and smack it on there, and then you put even more glue. Go around the side, around the back, just mob the glue on there. And of course, every time you get out the hot glue guns, you want to talk about the safety. The tip being the hottest part. Don't touch the tip. And then if they do get the hot glue on them, you want to get it off as soon as you can. All right. So once that thing is on there nice and tight and the glue is dried, you're going to glue another one on right here. Now this one's got to stick out past the edge of the binder clip like that, because the circle goes on there and it can't hit the binder clip, so it's got to stick out that far. And once again, you could tape it. If you want to just tape that around, you could do that. If you've got your hot glue going, works a little better to have the hot glue on there, more convenient. And there it is. There's that one. Okay, so then you got the circle. You're going to use the cup. The cup is in the accessory bag. You got your accessory bag, and you can get a cup. You got your little card paper here, and you can make at least 2 of these things by drawing around them and cutting it out. And you cut it out. Actually, not that important at all. It's a circle. Could even be a different shape. And then you can use any kind of colors you want and make any kind of design you want. You could draw an actual picture if you want, or you can color it in with different colors like this. Everything you do there is going to look really nice when you kaleidoscope it. You don't even need colors if you don't want. You could just make black and white lines or blue lines with a marker or with a pen or pencil. Something like that. Okay, and then the push pin should have a push pin that goes right in the center, and then it goes right on the edge, on the end of this dowel, the round palito. So there's that one. Very nice. All these different images that you see when you turn it. Very nice. And then there's the other stick. You get the washer. The washer goes over the stick just about like that far. Not too far, just that far. And then you can tape it or you can glue it like that so it stays there. And then you get out the glitter. And the glitter, again, is in the accessory bag. I'm going to use our glitter here. And you can use white glue, or maybe even that glue stick, or you could use hot glue. I'm going to use the hot glue, and you just put it on the stick like this, and then jam it into the glitter box. So you just put the glitter over by the hot glue or by the glue station, and then there you go. There's your little glittery stick. And then the stick goes into that same place, or into that binder clip, so that you can see it as it comes through there. All right. So that's another way to view. And then you want to get the tube. Should have a tube in there, and the tube's got these two little sticks that go in either side of the tube. Now this you could just tape, but you kind of want to seal it off with the hot glue. So it'd be really good if you could use the hot glue for this one. And then from there you put some of the glitter in there. And this is going to be a big old glittery mess. So you can put some on the paper like this. You first, before you put the water, you want to put a bunch of glitter in there. So you put a whole bunch of glitter in there. However you can think of to get it in there. But actually you don't want to fill the tube up. You only want like enough to go up and down with the bubble. The bubble is important. You don't want to get all water in there. It leaves a little bit of bubble that takes the, kind of mixes the glitter up when it moves. Okay, so you've got the glitter in there, then you put the water in there. Just get a little cup and pour it in. And I know the kids are not going to spill a single drop anywhere in the room. Well, actually, maybe they'll spill a little bit now that I think about it. So probably you want to do that. You could even do that outside the door so you don't make a huge mess. And then you stick the top one in, leaving a little bubble, and you glue it from the top. Once again, you got all this stuff in your toolbox: glue gun, the hot glue, sticks, and you can, the young kids, you could just have them come up and you could glue the top for them. But the young kids can use the hot glue gun. Just need to be very clear on how to avoid getting burned. Okay, and you want to wait till the glue is completely dry, completely cool, before you stick it in there. Then you're going to want to stick it in there so that one part is sticking up through the triangle at the end. All you need is that little place right there at the end of the triangle. That's the only place you're viewing. Everything else is just to let the glitter fall through and the bubble to go back and forth through. So you kind of let the bubble go back and forth and mix the thing around. And then you look at it. You look at it this way and let the glitter fall, and it's falling down. And you put it the other way and the glitter falls back down there through there. And now you can start seeing in there, usually it's closer to one side than the other side. And I'm seeing right now a little hexagon, and the hexagon has got glitter ringing. It's a ring of glitter around the hexagon. It's so cool. It's like it's circulating in there. All right, so there's the viewing of the tube with the water. By the way, I got all these ideas from looking at the professional fancy kaleidoscopes you can spend hundreds of dollars on, made out of brass, and they have all these different ways to view. But each one only has one way to view, but ours has them all. So that's pretty cool. The marble, don't forget the marble. You stick the marble on the end. You don't need anything else, just the marble. And if you like the marble, if you like any of these, you can just fasten it on there so it stays there all the time, and just use that way. But don't forget, and before you start building the whole thing, make sure they have plenty of time just to play with, just looking through, looking at other things, looking all around the room, looking at their friends, looking at their fingers, whatever they want to look at, and then you can start building the rest of the project. You can, of course, use all the stuff from the day before. You can look at the little lights, turn the lights on and check those out. Oh, that's amazing. You get a little constellation of stars in there. You can also try to look through into infinity. Kaleidoscope, the infinity viewer. Oh, that's pretty amazing. And you let them explore. They'll find things to look at that we never even thought of, I bet you. As usual, you want them to describe what they're seeing, talk about it with their colleagues. You can have them write down what they've seen. You can have them draw what they've created, and in the end, you can have them decorate it. You can have them take the pipe cleaners and wrap them around, give it some color. You can glue on the other palitos anywhere you want. They can decorate any of the stuff they've done all week. The glitter is yours to use however you want. You could put more glitter on the side like this. Anywhere you want, you can put more glitter. And you've also got the beads. Where's my other beads? You can put beads all up and down any of the projects to make them artful and creative. All right. So by the time they finish, they should have a very unique, creative little piece of art, and it's also science. I think that's it. In review, if you want to be sure and get the science, well, we're being scientists, all right? We're not just talking about science. We're not just learning science. We're being scientists as we try to understand what's going on here. Scientists observe, and then they discuss what they've observed to compare what they've observed with other people. Then they ask questions. Why is it like that? What's going on here? They try to understand it. And then once they have those questions, they make another experiment to try out the hypothesis that they have. They try to answer the questions through other experiments. They do those other experiments, and it starts all over again. They observe what happens. They discuss it with their colleagues. That's what scientists do all day, every day. Engineers, on the other hand, engineers take something. They take a goal, an objective. I want to build a kaleidoscope. How can I build a kaleidoscope in the best way possible? And then they take all the materials that they have and they try to figure out how to build it. That's what engineers do. So they're also being engineers. And this is part of the NGSS at every grade level, K through 12. So if you have them doing this, you're doing NGSS standards. I hope that the kids also have fun though, because actually that's top priority, because it's winter break. They should be having fun, and they'll learn a lot more if they're having fun anyway. Okay, have a good time.